Hello everyone, मेरा प्यारा बच्चा लोग. So welcome to this happy surprise Friday, and like I told you, what is that surprise? Yes, to make the best preparation for the upcoming term 2 examination, and here we are for doing the revision of the complete chapter of EMVs. I hope you all are ready, right? So everyone in the chat box, once again, hi, good evening, and jaldi se jaldi फटाफट बता दीजिए सब, how was your day? Everyone here in this chat box, let me see. हाय प्रीति, गुड इवनिंग. एवलीन, गुड इवनिंग. मैं तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया एवलीन. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर आस्किंग. राशि, हाय एवलीन. सॉन्ग तो बिल्कुल एट द एंड ऑफ द क्लास आई विल बी सिंगिंग अ सॉन्ग, ठीक है ना? हाय सुदीप, हाय. सो टेल मी हाउ वाज योर डे एंड हाउ आर यू ऑल डूइंग? कितना हैप्पी है? हाउ मच हैप्पी यू ऑल आर, राइट? जस्ट एवरीवन इन द चैट बॉक्स, लेट मी नो फटाफट. अरे वेरी वर्स्ट डे, क्या हो गया सुदीप? Because as I tell you in all the classes, Anna, life is always with problems, and life is all about solving the problems and keep moving forward, right? Okay. So मेरा day तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया था. I was so happy like every day. Okay. Thank you so much for those words, Evelyn. Right? So once again, a big hi to every one of you. So what are we going to discuss in today's class? Like I told you, we are going to make the complete revision of the chapter of electromagnetic waves. As you all know, it's a small chapter, but it is an important chapter. Questions can come, right? At least for your board examination, 3 to 4 or 5 marks of questions can come. So within 1 hour, we are going to making the complete revision of the chapter of electromagnetic waves here. Okay, so who are seeing me for the very first time? This is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and those who love me more, they simply call me Bhaiya. A bit of introduction about myself. I hope you all can see it here, right? I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I am a BTech graduate from an IT Calicut in mechanical engineering, and this is all about me, right? And if any one of you is seeing me for the very first time, okay, I have to give you a small thing that I am from Kerala, Vachalo. So I'm not so good with the language of Hindi. मुझे थोड़ा आता है, and obviously I'm learning also. So because of that reason, we'll be having the entire conversation and the explanation in English. Okay, rest of the things, okay, I say छोटी मोटी बातें होती रहती है हिंदी पे. Okay, I don't know, somehow I made that language मतलब that particular statement. Anyway, thank you so much. ठीक. Okay, so let's proceed, right? Okay, so here we go. Now this is the schedule for this particular week, मेरा बच्चा लोग. So we'll be having our next class, right, for 12th standard, which is the third session of the chapter of wave optics on Monday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. It is very important. We'll be talking about the Young's double slit experiment in that particular class. Don't miss it. You all know Young's double slit experiment, how much important it is. We will make that particular topic so easy after this particular class. Expecting every one of you on Monday at 8 p.m. Moving on. Now, if you don't want to miss the live classes from any of your favorite teachers, this is your chance. The Telegram channel link is given here and also in the description box. Okay, so yes, Bugs Foundy, what it is, bachalo? It's a beautiful program which can help you to get a lot much of prizes. What do you have to do? Which you just have to go to the description. They'll find a form. If you're finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy, and if you report in that form, and if it is valid also, बहुत सारा prizes मिल जाएगा आप सब लोगों को. Okay, moving on. Bachalo, this is your chance to grab maximum gift, because here we have the CBSE Mega Combat test, right? What is it? It's a simple scholarship test where the questions are going to be easy, I say, because we all have went into the concept in depth, right? So all the questions you all can attend. So jaldi se jaldi jaakar come and enroll for this particular Mega Combat test, which is going to happen on this particular Sunday, which is 9th January at 1 p.m. Don't miss it, mera bacha log. And for registering to this combat test for free, you just have to use a code. Hamara code kya hai? AMB10. I hope you all can see, right? If you want me to use some light colors, we'll go with white, right? It's AMB10. So use this code while you register for the CBSE Mega Combat test, right? You will get it for free. Then once you get a very good rank, is it simply going to be some distribution of certificates? No. For the first rank, you are going to get gold medal, mera bacha log. For the second rank, silver, and for the third rank, bronze medal is what you are going to get. Okay, we haven't completed. देख ले. For the others, iPad, Samsung mobile, JBL headphones, JBL speakers. Oh my God, a lot many gifts are waiting for you, मेरे बच्चा लोग. So why you have to wait for something? Come and jaldi se enroll kar le. This is completely free. The code is AMB10, right? And for the first 25 rankers, certificates will also be provided. These are the topics for each and every subjects: maths, physics, and chemistry. So you can take a screenshot of it. Fine. Okay. Moving on, everyone. Now I want every one of you to do a small task for your year. Can you all do that? Matlab, Sudeep, Evelyn, Sahil, okay, Miara, everyone, can I ask you a small task to be done here? Chota sa. Ha, bilkul badhiya, Miara, thank you so much for asking. Can you all do that? It's very simple. All my regular students already know what I'm going to say. It's like simply share the class with all your friends and ask them to join the class as soon as possible, because we are going to be making that complete revision of the chapter of EM waves so soon. Now, Sahil already done. Liked and shared. Very good. You guys are the best. Right? You guys are the best. So in the meanwhile, if anyone is new here, I'll be just explaining the super cool features you are going to enjoy once you're a part of Unacademy Plus subscription. Shall I? देख ले. बच्चे लोग, nowadays everyone is learning through YouTube. We also know that, everyone knows that, and I totally agree to it, and I do love all those students, right? And it's a very amazing thing also. But at the same time, there are some students who would love a bit of personal mentoring and personal guidance directly from the educators or the teachers. For them, right, you should be going for the Unacademy Plus platform, because that is the place where you're going to enjoy that. Because there we have the live chat box and live questions tab where you can clear all your doubts on the spot. More than that, there is a feature called as in-class calling facility. Matlab, you can call your educators on the spot and clear your doubts whenever he is taking the live classes. Matlab, just think about learning something without having any doubts from that topic. That is the dream of all students, and that can come true once you are a part of the Unacademy Plus subscription. More than that, top educators of the country will be there to teach you, mera bachcha log. Because of their very huge experience, they'll be telling you what are the MCQ examination pattern or the examination pattern you should be expecting, what all numericals you should be solving, so that you can have a very good practice for the upcoming term 2 examination, right? You just want to follow them. You're going to ace in all the competitive examinations, whichever you're going to appear for, and get into the colleges whichever you are dreaming about. Then study materials, practice test, live test series, everything is going to make you super confident, bachcha log. So if you go for 12-month subscription, it will cost you 1,250 per month. Okay, and as you all know, do you need to pay that much? No, because we have our code AMB10, the entire code for the physics family. Use it, get 10% of discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Now, if you go for Iconic, you'll get all the features of Plus, plus some extra features such as personal mentor. Matlab, a person will be assigned to you. He'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, right? For everything, this person is going to be there. More than that, live doubt solving classes, weekly reports, everything is going to be there to make your studies so easy and awesome. So if you want to go for it, if you go for 12-month subscription, it'll cost you 2,333. But do you need to pay that much? No. Why? Because we have the family of physics to support, right? It is AMB10. Users get 10% of discount from this price, and enjoy your life by being a part of Unacademy family. And at the same time, let me say this is the best time, because if you make the subscription before 31st of January, if you go for any subscription plan for 12 or more than months than that, you'll be given extra 3 months of K12 subscription. Wow, awesome, right? And regarding Iconic, if you go for more than 12, you'll be given extra 6 months of Creative Corner subscription. So don't miss your chance. Don't wait for anything. This is only available for the first 500 subscribers. So jaldi say come and enroll for our Unacademy Plus subscription. Everyone, fatafat, waiting for every one of you. सर थोड़ी हिंदी, ठीक है, थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बोलेगा, लेकिन सिंपल साधारण है ना. मुझे फिजिक्स का कॉन्सेप्ट हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करना उतना आसान नहीं है, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट माय मदर टंग, राइट? ओके, सो either I can explain in Malayalam, which is my mother tongue, or I can explain in English, which is the language which I have learned. Right, okay. Anyway, I'll try to use some Hindi so that it can make you happy sometimes, right? Ready? So, what do you all say? Let's get started for a beautiful revision of the chapter of EM waves. Everyone, let's start. Yogi Das, Sudeep, Sahil, Miara, Simple. Okay, fine. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Everyone, we all know this particular chapter of electromagnetic waves, right? Where we discuss about the electromagnetic waves, right? But before we enter into what is electromagnetic waves, we need to learn about some of the concepts and terms which will help us to explain the production of electromagnetic wave and for the existence of electromagnetic wave. So that is what we are going to do initially. Matlab, some of the terms and concepts which is really required for understanding the electromagnetic waves concept. Shall we do that? Okay. Now, for that, we should be knowing what is displacement current. Okay. And for knowing what is displacement current, I'm going to fetch some of the information from our previous chapters. Shall I do that? Okay. Everyone along with me. How many of you do remember the chapter of electromagnetic induction chapter, EMI? There we have learned a simple concept. Let me see how many of you do remember. If we have a changing magnetic field, right, what will it be producing? It will be producing an EMF or a potential difference, right? We have learned that. I hope you do all remember that. What is the relationship connecting EMF and the electric field? The electric field is equal to V by D. Do you remember? V matlab EMF or potential difference. Iska matlab is wherever there is a potential difference, there will be an electric field, right? So when we say that a changing magnetic field is producing an EMF or potential difference, it simply means a changing magnetic field is producing an electric field. This is the first concept that we need for the explanation of electromagnetic waves. What is it? I'm going to write a changing magnetic field produces an electric field. The first thing that is required for the explanation of EM waves. Keep it in your mind. Very important. Okay. Now, we have to prove one more concept, right? Then we are totally ready to learn the concept of electromagnetic waves. What it is? Yes. We need to prove that a changing electric field is going to produce magnetic field. Once we deal with that, once we get to know that particular concept, then everything is done. We are totally ready to learn the electromagnetic waves. Shall we get into that, bachalo? Right? What? How a changing electric field is going to produce a magnetic field. Fine. Okay. Let us take a very fresh page for explaining that and let's get started. Here we go. We have, what is it? Yes, a parallel plate capacitor, right? Now, this parallel plate capacitor, through connecting wires, I'm connecting it to an alternating voltage. Okay, so we have an alternating voltage. Once there is a connection of alternating voltage, what will be produced in the circuit? Current, right? This current will start inducing positive and negative charges on this capacitor plate. These are old information from the chapter of electrostatics. I think you don't need any further explanation for this, right? Okay. Now, from the positive towards a negative charge, what exists? Yes, an electric field will be existing. We all know that. Yes or no? Yes. We have a changing value of potential, right? Matlab it is an alternating voltage that will be producing a changing value of current here, and that will be producing a changing value of charge here, and this will be producing a changing value of electric field here. What is it? We'll be having a changing value of electric field between the capacitor plates, and this changing value of electric field is found to be producing a current here between the capacitor plates. Okay, do you know what was the name given for that current between the capacitor plates produced because of change in electric field? What was the name given? Anyone? We all have learned this chapter, right? We all have learned this chapter. Jaldi se fatafat bata de, right? What do we call that particular current produced because of changing electric field. Who's gonna tell? Who is gonna be that awesome, brilliant student here in this classroom? Anyone? Muskan, please say something in Malayalam. Malayalathil endanu parayendadu? Muskan. That is called as, very good, displacement current. Awesome, very good. So this changing electric field was found to be producing a current between the capacitor plates, and that was called as what? A displacement current. What is it? It was found to be producing a current that is called as displacement current. Okay, out of curiosity I'm asking, tell me, what do you call this normal current which is passing through the wires? What do we call this? This is called as conduction current, right? This is called as conduction current. We usually write it as IC to represent it's a conduction current, and this current produced between the capacitor plates because of the changing electric field नाम है displacement current. मेरा बच्चा लोग, very important, write it down. Okay, now formula चाहिए displacement current का, right? Don't you all need the formula for displacement current? Yes, the formula is epsilon naught d by dt of phi. Is there any term here which you don't know? Epsilon naught, permittivity of free space, right? D by dt, the rate at which phi e. ये phi e क्या है? अरे electric flux. मतलब the total number of electric field lines existing between this capacitor plate, that is called as electric flux, right? Total number of electric field lines. Those who don't know the formula, I'll just help you remember. Phi e, electric flux, is equal to electric field vector dot the area vector. Those who don't remember, those who forgot, because it was earlier, right? In the chapter of electrostatics we have learned, there is a bigger chance that we can forget these. So the formula is electric field vector dot the area vector, and this is a formula of displacement. समझ में आ गया? Is it clear till this? Okay. But what was our motto, मेरे बच्चा लोग? Why we actually started talking about this displacement current, changing electric field, yeah. What was the actual reason? Our actual reason was to prove that a changing electric field will produce a magnetic field. Did we achieve our mission? Right? Were we able to complete our mission? No. We still haven't proved that a changing electric field is going to produce a magnetic field. Within seconds we are going to prove. At a day, changing electric field is producing a current here. We know that a current produces what? A current produces what, mera bachcha log? We already have learned a current carrying conductor or a current produces a magnetic field. Isn't it? Yes or no? Won't it be producing a magnetic field? Or kya? We have learned that, right? In Hans Christian's Easter's experiment, right, where we kept a compass needle near to a current carrying wire. We have seen that compass needle making a small deflection, where we have confirmed that, right, the current carrying conductor is producing a magnetic field. So obviously if we have a current, it produces a magnetic field. So changing electric field produces a current, current will be producing a magnetic field. So can't we make that direct relationship? What it is? Yes, a changing electric field is going to be producing what? A magnetic field, and hence we proved. Is it clear? A changing electric field is going to produce a magnetic field. I'm going to write it in the previous page. Dekh le, we already know changing magnetic field produces electric field, and right now we have proved changing electric field. What will happen? It produces magnetic field. These are the two super amazing concepts required for explaining the existence and the production of EM waves. If this is clear, just give me a thumbs up or shower the thumbs up in the chat box, everyone, if that is clear. Yes, Nisha, Preeti, Rashi, it's super duper clear. Yes. Okay, so I can see the thumbs up and sweet, cute smiles from everyone. Rashi, Sahil, Preeti, Kensha, Evelyn. Okay. Done. Jaldi se. Okay, so I can see the thumbs ups and smiling faces and everybody giving that, sir, it's crystal clear. Arey Preeti, aap kya ho gaya? Arey, why you look so sad? Okay, try to have a smile. Okay, Mithilesh, right? Okay. Now, shall we proceed? Fine. Now, during the discovery of this particular concept that changing electric field is producing a magnetic field, okay, we were actually intended to reach at this particular conclusion. But in between, we have discovered a new current. What was the new current we have discovered? What was the new current we have discovered? Displacement current is something we have discovered. So this was discovered by Maxwell. So actually it was called as Maxwell displacement current, right? Because of this discovery of new current, we were forced to make some changes in our Ampere circuital law. Do you remember हमारा Ampere circuital law पुराना वाला? अरे उतना तो पुराना नहीं, from the chapter of magnetism. याद है? What was it? Integral B dot dl over a closed loop is equal to mu naught times the current it encloses. We usually were referring to this current passing through the wires, matlab conduction current, right? So in the equation we only had this conduction current in the equation, but we have discovered a new current. So don't we want to include that current also in this particular equation? Yes. So the total current will not be IC, which is conduction current. It will be the sum of the conduction current plus displacement current. मेरा बच्चा लोग, ठीक है? So the net Ampere circuital law will now be called as Ampere's Maxwell circuital law, because we are adding a small term invented by Maxwell. So he also became famous. ठीक है? Obviously that person is already famous. ज़्यादा famous हो गया. ठीक है? What's the new formula? Integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught times the sum of conduction current plus displacement current. This is the formula for displacement current. So write it down. ठीक है? Everyone? I hope you all got it. No more doubts, I suppose. दोनों famous हो गए है ना? I think there is a small proverb in that. In Malayalam it is like in one shot we get two birds, right? So maybe something like that we can connect to. In one single concept, two people became बहुत famous, right? Okay. Okay, sir, Max की class कब start होगी? अरे मुझे पता नहीं. I have no idea regarding that. Okay, if I get any updates, I'll be letting you know. Now, we are just going to revise all the formulas that we have learned in our entire part 1 book of physics. Starting with, अरे ये कौन zero लिखा है? Okay, starting with the Gauss law in electrostatics. Do you remember? Do you remember what was the Gauss law in electrostatics? Integral E dot dA. What is it? The total flux passing through a closed surface, and that closed surface was called as Gaussian surface. Let's not go for that. That was equal to, what was the formula for that? The total electric flux lines passing through a closed surface is given as 1 by epsilon 0 times the total charge enclosed by that surface. The very first formula, right? Gauss law, right? Which actually controls all the concepts of electrostatics, let's say. I think you all have learned it. Next is Gauss law in magnetism, which is integral E dot dA. Here we have integral B dot dA. And it was found to be zero all the time. Do you know what it means? What was the conclusion that was being derived from here? It was being found out that magnetic monopoles never exist, right? Magnetic monopoles doesn't exist. What do you mean by this statement? Matlab, if there is a magnet, there will be a north pole and a south pole for that magnet. We cannot have a magnet with north pole alone. We cannot have a magnet with south pole alone. That is what you mean by the statement of magnetic pole doesn't exist. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the current formula which we already have written. Okay, integral B dot ds is equal to displacement current. Array, yeah. Okay, I'll just write it down. Integral B dot dl is equal to, which is something which we already have written. There it was written in a wrong fashion. So I'm just making the correction. Integral B dot dl is equal to IC plus ID. Conduction current plus displacement current. Right? We know the formula for displacement current, epsilon d phi by dt of electric field. Okay. And the last one, which is from the chapter of EMI, electromagnetic induction. We know that what? Jaldi bata. We know that the EMF induced is equal to negative d by dt of magnetic flux, right? E is EMF, which is the potential difference. Tell me, what is the formula for potential difference in terms of electric field? Try to remember, these are like old memories from the chapter of electrostatics. Old memories I'm trying to bring. It is equal to, yes, minus integral of E dot dl, right? So that is minus d by dt of the magnetic flux. Okay, so these are the four major equations that we have to learn, which entirely controls the concept of electricity or electrostatics and magnetism, which is very important, right? So if you forgot anything, try to revise it, because this is the entire part which actually controls the concept of what and what? Magnetism and electrostatics. So you can just note it down, jaldi se. Fine, everyone. Trying to remember. मेरा is like sir remembering. आ रहा है थोड़ा थोड़ा है ना, थोड़ा थोड़ा concepts आ रहा है. Okay, so clear, Evelyn, Preeti, everyone. Done, dana Gansha. Okay, your concepts are pretty clear. Very good. Happy to know that. Okay, now we are going to proceed further. कोई भी doubt है तो जल्दी पूछ ले before we start with the concept of electromagnetic waves. Shall I? And type on gamer, please. You don't have to spam here. I got it. I read whatever good words you want to give it there in the chat box. Good compliments, right? I took it. Thank you so much. Right? You don't have to keep on spamming there, because we use this chat box for transfer of information, for asking the doubts and all. Okay, so everything is clear. So we're going to proceed further. Now let us talk about the production of electromagnetic waves, or the source of electromagnetic waves is what we are going to discuss, right? Okay, or by the explanation of this, you'll also understand what is an electromagnetic wave in simple words. Fine. Now, the best way for explaining this electromagnetic wave is telling you that a charge which is oscillating, right? If you are having a charge which is oscillating, it is that oscillating charge which is going to be the source for electromagnetic wave. There are so many other sources also. There are so many different methods also, but this is one among them. Shall I tell you how it is? We are not going for the actual explanation, which is actually out of scope of this particular book and the concepts of 11th and 12th. So within the boundaries what we have to learn in 11th and 12th, I'll just explain. I'm having a charge Q. Tell me what a charge can produce. It can produce a constant value of electric field at a point, right? Yes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the charge up, okay, I'm going to take it down, okay, and I'm going to take it in the opposite side, and I'm going to keep on making this motion. What do you call this motion? Right, oscillation, right? I'm going to oscillate this particular charge here. I'm going to accelerate, because oscillation means, right, increasing the speed, again changing the direction. Obviously there will be an acceleration, right? Okay, now you keep on oscillating the charge, or let's say accelerating this charge. Tell me what happens. if a charge, when it is stationary, if it produces a constant value of electric field, this oscillating charge will be producing oscillating or changing electric field in the forward direction. Okay, so we can have an electric field formation like this, just like a wave which proceeds in the forward direction. As we can see an electric field forming like this. What kind of electric wave? An electric wave which keeps on changing its value. It keeps on changing its value. We have learned one concept. When there is a changing electric field, what will it produce? A changing electric field. Those who forgot, I'll take you back to the concept. A changing electric field, what will it produce? It produces a magnetic field, right? So this changing electric field, what is produced by the charge, will be producing a changing magnetic field in a perpendicular direction. Okay, so I'm not so good in drawing, so here you can see that, right? This red will be corresponding to the waves of electric field, and this blue, which is perpendicular, will be the lines corresponding for what? Or for the waves of magnetic field, and both of them will be moving in a direction perpendicular to the oscillations of both, which means electric field is oscillating in the y direction, right? Magnetic field is oscillating in the z direction, but the waves are moving in the x direction. Okay, matlab electric field and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other, and it moves perpendicular to both of them. And this is the simple way of the production of an electromagnetic wave. Understood? Understood how we can produce, what are the constituents of it, and how it moves. Try to figure out, everyone try to figure out what all sir have discussed. ये किया, वो किया, ठीक है. So everything done without having a single doubts here. Right? Yes, Shilpi, Preeti, Evelyn. बढ़िया बात है. Perfect. Okay, very good. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now, is we are going to explain further. We're going to carry from here onwards. Shivani Verma, Sumit, right? Okay. You do all remember the equation for representing a wave, right? Similarly, tell me, how can I represent the electric wave and the magnetic wave? Here we have the electric wave which is traveling in the y direction. How can we express that? Simple. The electric wave or the displacement of the electric field in the y direction is equal to, it is displacing in the y direction. Okay, given by E naught. What is E naught? The amplitude of electric field. This one. Yeah. This is called as E naught sine kx minus omega t. You all know what is k, wave number. K is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda. अरे 12th standard students है, सब पता है ना सबको, ठीक है? ये ओमेगा क्या है? Angular frequency, right? You all know that. Now, why x here? Because this is traveling in the x direction. देख ले, though both are making the displacement in y direction and z direction, the waves are moving along the x direction, right? Waves are moving along x direction. ठीक है? Fine. Tell me, how can I write down the formula for magnetic field here? Magnetic field which is displacing in the z direction, isn't it? Isn't it displacing in the z direction? Yes. So the magnetic field which is displacing in the z direction is equal to B naught, which is the amplitude of magnetic field, sine kx minus omega t. ठीक है, हो गया काम. K का value 2 pi by lambda. ठीक है. Is there any other value which you know? Do you know any other formulas from here? Try to remember. 11th standard topic. Close your eyes. Okay. Got any new formulas? Do you know what this omega by k is going to give you? Omega by k is going to give you the velocity with which this electromagnetic waves will be traveling, right? So after a long derivation, the value of omega by k, which will give you velocity, was found to be giving a value of 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. Derivation is not required. Actually, it is out of scope of the book. We are not going for the derivation, right? When omega by k, which will be giving you velocity of the EM wave, was found out, it is found to be giving you a value of 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. Mu naught क्या है? What is mu naught? Yes, it is the permeability, right? The magnetic permeability. Epsilon naught क्या है? It is the electric permittivity. Tell me the values of these. Everyone, tell me the values of this. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7, right? What about epsilon naught? 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. Just substitute the values here. Do the root, okay? Do the mathematics. How much you're going to get? You will be getting a value of 3 into 10 power 8. And what is it? It is the velocity of any electromagnetic wave in vacuum. That is the velocity of any electromagnetic wave in vacuum, which is very, 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 very important. ठीक है? Just note it down, which is 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught, which will give you the value of 3 into 10 power 8. Now my question to every one of you, answer it here in this chat box. Does the EM wave is going to be having the same velocity of 3 into 10 power 8 throughout in all the mediums? Is it a yes or a no? Does EM wave is going to be having same value of velocity in all the mediums? Jaldi bata. You all can note it down. I'll just rearrange it so that you can see the entire thing. Is it? No, right? EM waves are going to be having different values according to their medium. This is the velocity in vacuum, right? When no molecules are present, right? Okay, so what will be the formula? What will be the basic formula to find out the velocity in any given medium? Can you see this particular equation? That is 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught, which will be giving you, right, the velocity in vacuum. Why? Because mu naught is the permeability in vacuum and epsilon naught is the permittivity in vacuum. So if you want to find out the velocity of any EM wave in a given medium, what you have to do? The formula is 1 divided by root of mu, which is a permeability of that particular medium, into epsilon, permittivity of that particular medium. Very important. Very important, matlab very important. Just write it down. So if you want to find out the velocity of EM wave in a given medium, it is 1 by root of mu into epsilon. ठीक है? So you just need to have the permeability of that medium and permittivity of that medium. Substitute कर ले, velocity ऐसे 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 आ जाएगा. Okay? I hope you all are writing it down. ठीक है? Okay. Now one more thing I want to help you remember. Do you remember what was called as relative permeability, relative permittivity? याद है? Permeability and permittivity. Okay. What was it? Relative permeability is a ratio of permeability of the medium by mu naught. Right? Okay. So that is mu naught into mu r is mu. Can I write that? Mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. So I'm going to substitute it here. 1 divided by root of mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Similarly, epsilon can be written as epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay. Dekhle, I'm going to make small rearrangements here. This is equal to 1 by root of mu r epsilon r into root of mu naught epsilon naught. Do you remember seeing this 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught? याद है? 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. देखा है क्या और क्या? And that is having a value of 3 into 10 power 8, right? So if you want, we can substitute it here and write it as 3 into 10 power 8 divided by root of mu r epsilon r. वो भी कर सकता है. This will also be giving you the value of velocity in that given medium. Fine. Is it clear, everyone? So from now onwards, whatever twisted or any application level questions is going to ask by any examiner to my bacha log, will you be scared? No, because we are learning the entire concept from all these parts. So nothing should be scaring you from these parts. Okay. Fine. Right? It has to be simple, and I hope you all got it. Okay. So we are just gonna move further. Now, I have to give you one more information. अरे मैं तो भूल गया to give that information. कहाँ है हमारा formula कहाँ है? Where is our formula? Right. Okay. Coming back to our first part of the formulas. देख ले everyone. यार the question paper itself is scared of me. अरे even Rajnikant Bhaiya or Rajnikant sir है ना? I hope you all know Rajnikant sir, actor from Tamil industry. He itself won't be making this awesome dialogues, let's say. Okay, anyway, now I want to give you one more formula which is so much important, that which connects E0 and B0. Okay, because most of the questions appear from this. Now the value of B0 is found to be equal to E0 divided by C. What is C? The velocity of light in vacuum. Those who don't know, इसका value 3 into 10 power 8 है. ठीक है? That is very important because most of the questions pop up from this part. B0 is equal to E0 by C. Okay? Done? Done है क्या? जल्दी लिख ले these concepts also. Okay, so I'm gonna move further, proceed further. Okay, all these are being discussed, right? Now I hope you do remember, right? This EM waves consist of electric field and magnetic field. So the total energy will be equally distributed between what and what? Yes, between the electrical energy and the magnetic energy, right? So if you want the total energy E, I can write as the sum total of energy which is there in electric field plus the sum total of energy associated with magnetic field. ठीक है? This will be the formula. So at the same time, the energy density will also be U, which represent the energy density, will be equal to, what will be energy density? That will be the energy density from the electric field plus energy density of magnetic field. Without any doubt we can say. What is the formula for energy density of electric field? Half epsilon naught E square. You have to remember, right? Okay, from the chapter of electrostatics, half epsilon E square is the energy density, matlab energy per unit volume in the case of electric field. And what is the energy density? Energy per unit volume in the case of magnetic field, formula is B square by 2 mu naught. It is B square by 2 mu naught. So the sum total of these two energies will be giving you the total energy density in the case of electromagnetic waves. Okay, one important thing is like, because questions is found to be appearing from the part of this energy, so we have to know that the total energy of EM waves is equally, right? This is equally, I'll write it. It is equally distributed between what and what? Electric field and magnetic field. You can write that down. Okay, these are the important parts from energy cases which you all have to note it. हो गया तो हो गया. हमारा चैट बॉक्स पे क्या चल रहा है? Okay, so हो गया. These are the basic concepts, and most of the questions from this chapter are found to be coming from these basic concepts. So can you take class on special class for MCQs of this chapter? Obviously, we can do one special class. You actually gave me an idea to do a special class also. So next time I don't have to think what should be the topic of special class. ठीक है. Clear हो गया? Okay. Now one last concept. I think we are almost at the end of this chapter, right? देख ले everyone here, right? We are almost at the end of this chapter. One last concept which you can see is, let's say here we have a wall or anything, right? Any surface, let's say. Now to this wall, then electromagnetic waves are coming and approaching, and let's say this EM waves is carrying an energy of U, and that is being received by this wall. It is found out that this EM waves, which is a wave actually, is not only efficient of providing the energy of U, it can also give momentum. Arey baap re. Momentum means that push. When you throw a ball onto a wall, we can say that the ball is providing a momentum to the wall. Matlab, momentum is a quantity which is associated with particles. But I'm going to say that the momentum is given also by this electromagnetic waves. How? Alright, now you don't have to think a lot. You'll learn in the chapter of dual nature that the waves are associated also with the particle nature. If it has particle nature, it should be having a momentum also, right? Yes. So that momentum, more about that, you'll be learning it later. For the time being, the small topic or the small concept or the small equation we have to learn from here is this EM waves, if it is giving a total energy of U to the surface, right? The amount of momentum that it transfers is given by the formula of U by C. Okay, the magnitude of momentum is given by the formula of U by C. What is U? The total energy given by the EM waves to the surface, and C is the velocity of light, which is 3 into 10 power 8. Simple, है ना? Okay. Now these are all the main important things from this particular chapter. I think we are almost at the end of the chapter, right? Which talks about electromagnetic spectrum. I know that you all are smiling, thinking that, sir, electromagnetic spectrum, you don't have to teach us. We all know what it is, right? But just as a ritual, I came here to make a revision of the chapter, right? Okay. So with that thought in my mind, what is electromagnetic spectrum? बता दे? Yes. Electromagnetic spectrum means it is the simple arrangement of all the electromagnetic waves in the increasing or decreasing order of frequency and wavelength, right? Okay. So here we can see that towards right, all the electromagnetic waves are arranged in the increasing order of frequency. Increasing order of what? Frequency. In which direction? Towards right. Okay. Now you can see that which all are the EM waves that we should be familiarized with. One is radio waves. After radio waves, we have microwaves here. Okay. Then we have infrared. We all know about infrared, right? That TV remotes, the waves that is being emitted from that chotu LED bulb is infrared. ठीक है. After infrared, to this small region is what we have our visible light. Okay, starting from violet till red. Now tell me, among the 7 different colors, who's having a larger wavelength? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Who's having a larger wavelength? Red, right? And whichever is having the largest wavelength will be having the least frequency. Why? Because frequency F is equal to C by lambda. C is velocity of light, and F and lambda, frequency and lambda, how they are connected? Inversely proportional, right? Whichever is having the largest value of frequency, that will be associated with the least value of wavelength, right? So violet, which is having the least value of wavelength, will be associated with maximum frequency. देख ले, It starts from red and ends with violet. So we know that as we move towards right, frequency बढ़ रहा है. So it's moving from red to violet. मतलब violet is having the maximum frequency. ठीक है? And after are visible ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. Now, a small thing that you need to understand is the wavelength range of violet to red is almost from 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer, let's say. Okay, approximately. It is not necessary to by heart it, but having an information is very good, right? So we can get to know that yeah, visible light ka range of wavelength is from 400 to 750. Okay. मास्टर जी हिंदी नहीं आती क्या आपको? अरे तुमको बोल दिया, अरे आपको भी नहीं आजकल. अरे मुझे तो थोड़ा थोड़ा आता है लेकिन उतना तो नहीं. ओके, आई एम फ्रॉम केरला, सो सीख रहा हूँ मैं हिंदी लैंग्वेज. बहुत प्यार है वही लैंग्वेज से, राइट. कोशिश भी कर रहा हूँ इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, लेकिन उतना तो हो नहीं रहा है. ठीक है, ओके. हिंदी में भी बोलो ना मास्टर जी. अरे आता नहीं है, मतलब आई कैन नॉट एक्सप्लेन फिजिक्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स इन हिंदी, दैट्स अ रीजन. इंग्लिश में सही है सर, ट्रोल हरियाणवी. अरे okay, yes, so thank you so much. Now I hope you all got this part of electromagnetic spectrum. There is nothing much to understand, you already know this concept, right? It is a simple arrangement. Now tell me, if this is the direction of increasing frequency, can you tell me what will be the direction of increasing wavelength? Just opposite. Why? Why? Because both of them are inversely proportional, right? In the direction of increasing frequency, the wavelength will be decreasing. So it is in the opposite direction we can have the increasing wavelength, क्योंकि वो inversely proportional है मेरा बच्चा लोग. ठीक है, इंग्लिश में मजा नहीं आता. अरे आजकल we have this thought है ना, आजकल teachers became a bit of entertainers, है ना. Maybe I'm not that right person to be doing that entertainment part. Okay, मुझे जितना आता है is only physics, right? I'm not so good with cracking good jokes, and I'll be always having this thought, है ना, whenever I crack jokes, I'll be like, अरे ये तो lame joke हो जाएगा. I'll be always having that thing. Anyway, thank you so much. Moving on. So the last part, I think you can see this particular page in your NCERT book also, which talks about the wavelength range of each and every electromagnetic waves. Okay, how they are produced and how we can detect those electromagnetic waves, which is not so important, where you don't have to by heart, you can just go through it, that's all, right? So radio waves is the one which will be having the maximum wavelength or the least frequency. It is having a wavelength range greater than 0.1 meter. Meter per nanometer, Armstrong पे कुछ नहीं है, it is in meters. Microwave from 0.1 to 1 meter to 700 infra. Light is from 700 nanometers to 400 nanometers. Then ultra 400 to 1 nanometer. X-ray is like 1 to 10 power minus 3. Gamma is less than 10 power minus 3 nanometers. Fine. Okay. And here we are at the end of this particular chapter, and this is only there. I think this revision class is more than enough to learn this chapter. Uske don't spend more time on this particular chapter. Utna to nahi hai isi chapter pe, right? Only this much is there. So whatever is the time we took for teaching you, that's the exact time for studying this particular chapter, which is 45 to 1 hour. That is more than enough, right? And I kept my promise. My promise was to complete the revision in 1 hour. So it's almost 55 minutes. And here we are. So teach in English. Array, is there going to be a big fight? Array, ray optics is done, Aaron. I already done the chapter. And last week, we already did the revision also, right? Isn't it, bachalo? We did the revision of chapter ray optics once, just like this. But I think it took 2 hours for the revision. Okay. Hebsibza Jacob is giving me, sir, endakiyundu vishesham sugamaanannu visheshikkunnu. Dekhle, some Malayali friends are also here. Good to have some Malayalam chats here in this comment. Yes. Even one shot on the chapter is also done. ओके, अरे सॉन्ग चाहिए क्या? सॉन्ग नेसेसरी, उतना नेसेसरी है क्या सॉन्ग? हाँ। Tamil friends are also here. Okay, good too. Okay, I'll just sing 2 3 line. Okay, 2 3 लाइन मारेगा हिंदी. Okay, a small song with my beautiful friend I have over here. I know it will not be visible. My chair is a bit chotu wala chair hai. क्यों आजकल नींद कम ख्वाब ज्यादा है, लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है, गलता फकीर आज ज्यादा है, लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है, क्या मुझे प्यार है, क्या खुमार है, या क्या मुझे प्यार है, या कैसा खुमार है, ओ, okay, done, fine. So I kept my promise. So fine, okay. So thank you so much for all your comments there. Evelyn, Himanshu, Yogita, Aaron. Okay, Aaron, what is your issue? Physics. Array, just keep on learning, right? Because the life is also about just keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. One day you're gonna come up with the success, right? So until then, keep on trying. We cannot say when is a success gonna come, but one day it is gonna come. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. So we are having a new program called as Unacademy Prodigy, right? It's a scholarship test, just like say we'll be having 20 lakh college grant once you go for the colleges, let's say NIT colleges, IIT colleges. Matlab if you go for engineering and medicine, right? This is your best chance, Pachalo. So you all can come and enroll for this Unacademy Prodigy program. And if you want to enroll for this free, the code is AMB10. So this will help you to get enrolled for this particular Unacademy Prodigy completely for free. And this is very much important for what, Bachalo? Yes, for helping you to be a part of to helping you for a part of the good engineering colleges or medical colleges. If you want some grant, it'll be supporting you financially once you're a part of the colleges. Okay? So the times and schedules whenever the exam is going to happen is given here. You can be a part 20 lakhs ka grant. Matlab you can get a scholarship not only for 11th and 12th for your colleges also. So Unacademy wants that to happen for all the students. So try to be a part of this. Fine. Okay. And other rank 2 to 3 Apple iPhone. Baap re. Rank 1 MacBook Air. Wow, wow, wow. I can't even think about it. What all awesome gifts you are going to get from here. Anyway, now bacha log, I just want to show you the batches for class 12. So we have Spark batch for science for term 2 and Shine batch also for term 2. You can come and be a part of it. Awesome teachers are waiting for you. Okay. Now this is not valid for because I already have given the current subscription offers, right? Special class timetable I'll be soon updating you, mera bacha logs, very soon, very soon. Now special class features, Without me even telling you, we have a live chat box session. Then we can have a questions tab where you can ask your doubts and get it cleared. Then live polls, right? Then leaderboards. Everything is gonna make you feel awesome, and you'll feel so great there. So much interactive the classes, the special classes. So don't miss it, right? So thank you so much, everyone. Okay, thank you so much for being here, making the class so awesome, making the class so vibrant and energetic. So those who haven't shared and liked the class, jaldi se kya karna hai aap logon ko? This is a time for every one of you to show some love towards Ameer bhaiya, hai na? So jaldi se jaldi, fatafat, click on that like button and do let me know that you all have enjoyed the class. Okay? So Myara, Kushwala, Devansh, Preeti, everyone, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. So bye. Okay. So bye from the entire family of Unacademy. So let's crack it. So bye, everyone.